everybody. Russ from My Hammers 11. Hope you are all safe and well. If you channel, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell icon so you're made aware anytime I put new content on. As always, like saying our lovely channel sponsors, Untuck It. Check them out in the description below. Today's guest, I brought you another ex-Hammer. Other side of the world today. We've been actually there. We had Richie Garcia, who's Perth Glory's coach the other day, and now we've got another Australian-based ex-Hammer all the way from Australia, obviously. 277 first team appearances, 13 years of the club. It's Mr. Bobby Ferguson. Hi, Bobby. How are you?
Hello, Ross. How are you doing?
I am very well, thank you. How are you? How's things over there, man?
Yeah, it's okay. We'll just get rid of summer. We're just going into winter. So it's 72 degrees today, so we're suffering a bit here, mate, you know. So she's a bit nice. No, it's fine, mate. Well, yeah, good. Apart from the COVID, obviously, that's buggering everything up. Yeah. But it's a little bit of a negative on everything. But, you know, the pubs are still open, mate. We still sit down and have a beer, so we're okay. Very little here. Very little here, mate. None at all.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy how it's sort of. I think to be fair, looking at it from an outsider's perspective, Australia just seems to, and New Zealand, to be honest, at the same time, seems to just get it. You know, just like shut everything down. And
well, I'll give an example. I mean, I live in South Australia. We live in South Australia, which is 5 times bigger than the UK. And mate, we've had there's 2 people in hospital, I think, in quarantine. It's not. It's virtually gone from here, but you still got to be careful, you know. So we are, so that's fine. But that'll pass, and we've had the jabs and everything else, mate. So
yeah,
hopefully it'll work all right. Yeah,
exactly. We start. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I mean, you know, yesterday you said 72 the other day. You sit and have a beer, and I mean, I mean, at the moment we're all outside of umbrellas because we can only drink outside. Like,
it's just coming up for summer as well.
I know. But hopefully, you know, Boris's roadmap, apparently by the end of the, I think it's June, we should have no social distancing or anything. It's all doors are open, apparently. So.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, your politicians are as bad as ours, mate. They're all the same, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But I think at least West Ham have sort of kept people's spirits up around here in terms of playing.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, it's the only thing positive at the moment, isn't it? Well, for me, geez, I can't believe how well they're going. It's terrific.
I know.
Great.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's a crazy time. Yeah. It's ironic because it's ironic because obviously West Ham traditionally, you know, the last few years have been, you know, it's been a bit of a chore and stuff to watch them and stuff. Yep. Typically, the one time when we can't go and see them, they play really well. So.
Yeah, I know. So there's no crowds allowed still?
No. I mean, I play the music. I'm the sort of the match day DJ, so I've been doing. I'm still there. So their players have got a bit of music to warm up to and stuff like that. But no crowds. Hopefully, there could be 10,000 for the last game of the season.
Yeah, well, hopefully it will be, mate. Yeah, it's useless when there's nobody there. It's terrible.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
No, it must be weird as well for the players. You know, I know a lot of people play reserve team games and things like that, usually but not even behind closed doors. You have like a few fans there, don't you? Tend to. So
I've only played one game like that, Ross. That was a European game, and some of the fans went wild, and the FA said, or FIFA said, "Oh, you got to play behind closed doors," and we did. And the only difference we knew was the language, because when there's people there, you can't hear the language. When there's nobody there, you should have heard some of the language wasn't good, mate. You know?
I can only imagine.
You just forget there's nobody there, you know.
Yeah, it is weird. It's weird at, like, obviously there at the moment because it's such a it's such a huge stadium as well. So noise travels, so you can hear things.
Oh, I would do.
You can hear like all the particularly we've got quite a vocal bench with David Moyes and Alan Irvine. They like to shout a little bit, and you can hear it reverberates around the stadium. But I love that.
No, nothing of that, mate. Nothing at all. No, nothing of that. It looks like, I mean, I've never been to the stadium, obviously, but I mean, I don't know if it's great. It's a great stadium, obviously, but I think Green Street would be my preference. or the older players, you know, just for the contact with the crowd, Russ, and
of course,
you know, you could as a goalkeeper, you could talk around and you could see people people there every week, mate. They're 5 feet away, you know. So it was all right. It was good, but again, as time goes on, so
it does. Yeah,
stadium. It looks fabulous. So
it's a great stadium. Yeah.
Yeah,
you couldn't do any social distancing at Upton Park, that's for sure.
You didn't want to, mate, did we?
You would be like this anyway.
Didn't want it.
I know. Well, hopefully we'll get back to some normality. For those fans, people watching, might necessarily know Bobby particularly well because they might be less experienced fans. I call them, not old fans and young fans, less experienced fans.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Not old buggers. So the less experienced fans. Bobby signed in 1969 from Kilmarnock, which was a world record. Wasn't it?
67.
67. Sorry, yes. See, I've got it here. I think write it down, but I can't read. It's too early in the morning. That's why. 1967 from Kilmarnock for a world record fee. Now, how did that transfer? What I know it's a long time ago, but how did all the pieces work with that? Because obviously you're at Kilmarnock, and then you're at West Ham. So what happened?
Well, I think at West Ham were looking for a goalkeeper, and the two managers used to play together at Brentford, Ron Greenwood and McDonald. What's his name? I forget his first name. McDonald, Walter. Yeah, can't remember. But they played together, and I think they knew each other. And being managers, they were talking back and forward. And we were in that time. We were in the European Fairs Cup. Kilmarnock was. So we got right to the end of the season. I think our last game was in April or something like that. But I think the deal was done about 6 months earlier, Russ. But Greenwood said, "Well, wait till you either win the first cup or get knocked out, then we can talk about transfer." Not a pint of beers that you got, mate, is it?
Not 8:00 in the morning. No, it's just vodka, just straight gin and tonic.
Oh, pity that. Yeah, okay, done. So that's why. It was left till the end of the season for me to sign up then. But it was agreed about 6 months before that, Russ. So that was it. But I had another chance to go to Man City as well. There was talk about it. I don't know, nothing. There was nothing concrete about it, but just the press, phoning you up and saying, "Would you go here? Would you go there?" And so I say, "Oh, I'm single. I'll go anywhere." So. But then the West Ham thing came up, mate. So that was fine. That's how it sort of started and ended.
Yeah, and in terms of and obviously when you heard West Ham were calling, obviously it was just off the back of '66 and the World Cup and everything. So you must have thought, Christ, I'm going to come here and play with Bobby Moore and people like that.
Yeah. Well, I'd been coming to the East End of London, believe it or not, since I was about 5, because I had an aunt who lived just off the highway in East Ham. There was a Juniper Street that was called. It's not there now, but we used to go there, every year for holidays. My dad's sister lived there, so virtually West Ham was always their team. So I thought, oh, that's which I didn't think about until I thought, hang on a minute, West Ham. I know May lives there, so that was a plus as well, mate. So it was all right.
Oh, I love things like that. It happened. Yeah. It's funny how we've interviewed about 70 odd ex pros, and a lot of them, there's this connection to West Ham before they joined West Ham. It was always like not written in the stars. That sounds really cheesy, but it was like that. And that's a lovely story.
Yeah, well, it's what was it? There's a biscuit factory called Meredith and Drew's, I think. I'm talking back just 1950 or something. Russ. Lucky I can remember it, mate. So my uncle worked there, but it was no, we used to go down there all the time, and there wasn't a blade of grass to be seen, but it was there was plenty of space to kick a ball around, so it was fine, mate. It was good. There's another little contact, yeah.
Oh, I love it. No, it's amazing, these stories, and obviously it's science, and then obviously you started, you're playing at West Ham, and you mentioned sort of the intimacy of the crowd and stuff like that. Obviously, there was nothing, but when we've spoken to lots of ex-players, they go, it was just an incredible place to live, to work in terms of playing your football and stuff, and the crowd and just the atmosphere. I mean, he must have walked out, got goosebumps and everything when you go into that.
Yeah, well, I came from a little village in Scotland. There are only about 6,000 people there, Russ. Then you go to London, and there's like 16 million. It's a bit different, mate.
I can get that.
Yeah. But we played there a friendly. Kilmarnock played a friendly I think it was about March before I signed in the April, and was bucketing down. I think, oh Jesus, and the pitch was 6 inches of mud. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this. But we got beat 3-1. I think Hursley scored a couple of goals past me as well. But it was a friendly, but it was enjoyable. But it's a big difference, mate, from 6,000 people. Everybody knows everybody coming to London, where it's the centre of the world virtually, isn't it? So no, but you got to learn. So it's a quick learning curve.
Definitely,
it was good. It was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And obviously 13 years, so it's like you hang around a bit, you know what I mean?
14 years.
14 years. Yeah, sorry, 6, 7 years to 1980. Yeah.
81.
Yeah, it's 81.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And I mean, as you said, so you must have liked it. You hang around for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I could have gone away a couple of times, Ross.
Sure.
I could have signed for Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, because you're on loan to them, weren't you?
74, I think that was, and I could have gone to America.
Oh wow!
But to be fair, my wife's Australian, right? So when she came over, we went to London when we knew each other, and that was about it. And my aunt, and that was it. And she gave up a lot to. It was a lot for her. She didn't have any family there in London. They were all here. So and we sort of had a good. All the guys were great to start with. With Brian Deerstag and John Sizzles and Kirsten, Jeff and Judy, and it was good. So we formed a sort of friendship group, if you like.
Yeah.
Then so do I need to go to Sheffield and start all that again? For I don't mind because that's my work. But so we're hang on a minute. We're happy here. Got 2 kids. They've gone to good schools. Wife's happy here. I don't want to start again and not knowing a soul up there. So I thought, I thought, no, I'll just stay where I am. So we did. That's as simple as that, mate.
Yeah, and I suppose it's different. As you said, when you joined West Ham, you said you were sort of single and ready to meet, and so. But as you said, family and stuff. It's not just your decision in terms of football. It's a family, and as you said,
of course.
Yeah,
of course,
totally,
of course.
Yeah, and but as I said, we your time there was lots of games, and Ham of the Year runner up in 1972 as well.
Yeah, that's the one I got kicked all over the place, wasn't it? I think Trevor won it that year from memory.
I think Trevor won it that year. Yeah. But I mean, that season you played something like 50 odd games, I think.
Oh yeah. That's fine. I think that was the one Muro I got kicked in the head and got carried off or something. And Bob went in goals, and that the League Cup semi-final, mate. So it'd be nice to win that one, but we didn't. So carry on.
Yeah, it was sort of like in between sort of the various periods. Obviously, you had the sort of just before you joined, we had obviously the FA Cup and we won the European Cup. And after you joined, then we won the FA Cup.
Fabulous. No, as long as you keep winning stuff, mate.
Yeah, but then you haven't won anything for the last 40 years.
No, I'll keep hoping the guys get back to Wembley, because I'll be straight over on the plane to get a ticket, mate, to come and see it. Of course I will. Of course.
Definitely. Yeah. And obviously, I can't, obviously we'll probably talk about the players in a bit more detail soon, but, playing with people like, obviously we've had, as I told you, we had Stag on recently and stuff like that. And playing with people like Bobby Moore, what was Bobby Moore like as a person?
Excellent. You guys in East End, you've got this perfect name for the guy. He was a diamond geezer, as simple as that, and he was top guy, one of the best players in the world ever. Couldn't fault him for anything, mate. No, I think. No, perfect.
And obviously, as a goalkeeper, you're in front. He's in front of you all the time. So
well, he's one of the few players who you said, Bob, take a step right, covering angles and stuff. He took a step right. Yeah. Others would just turn around and look at you and say, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Bob, right," and he did exactly what you asked him to do.
Yeah,
and he's a fabulous player. Fabulous player.
It's not a bad thing to do, listening to what your goalkeeper's telling you to do, is it? It's like, it seems to be quite a simple thing.
If you don't do it, it could be your fault for a goal. But if you do it, it's the goalkeeper's fault. So it's a team thing. It's what do you call it? controlling your goal area, mate. You know,
Yeah.
get back in there, full there, and that's what it is. So
Yeah.
sometimes it works. Most of the times it works. Sometimes it didn't work, Russ. You know, so
Yeah,
that's all right.
Totally. No, I get that. And obviously, when you signed, as I said, it was for a world record fee. Was there any? Did you feel any pressure knowing that they'd paid, you know, that much for you?
Not at all, mate. I knew it was a record, but that was between the two managers and two clubs.
To the clubs, nothing about you. Yeah.
Nothing to do with me. They just said, well, we did Ron Greenwood. He phoned me up. He said, "You want to join?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, how much are your wages?" I told him what I was getting at Command. He said, "Right, we'll give you this." And I said, "Done. Sign, where do I sign?" You know, so, simple as that. You know, nowadays you've got lawyers and agents and financial managers and stuff. But no, we did it on the phone, mate. So
amazing.
And
Ron, as a manager and as a person, what was he like?
Very, very knowledgeable. Great coach. He didn't shout a lot or anything like that, but he could sit down and talk football for hours.
Yeah.
And he made sense, you know. He'd come in at half time and he'd see things and he'd go, "Do this, do that. We're not doing this. You should be doing that. They're doing this, so we'll be doing that." And you think, well, the hell did he learn that? You know, and obviously he knew that, Russ. So it was great to listen to. Fabulous coach. Coach. It wasn't a hard man. You don't take advantage of him, but he wasn't. He never gave you a whack in the head or something like that. You know, some of them would, but he wouldn't. You know, so no, he's very excellent coach, mate. Brilliant. An excellent coach.
Fantastic. And obviously, you know, in terms of, and I read somewhere, if this is true, let me know, Bobby. Did you used to play as a winger in the reserve sometimes?
yeah, mate, I did.
How the hell did that work out?
I don't know. Well, when the first year came to West Ham, where was it, down past Tilbury, this Bata Shoe Company. Yeah. Are they still there or not? I don't know.
I heard, yeah, Brian was talking about the shoes and how you always wanted to play for the shoe company because you get free shoes.
No, well, yeah, I got free golf shoes, mate, for years. That was great. But no, I played there once. I scored a hat-trick pre-season, mate. You know, I only played for half. Mind you, I mean, half the guys couldn't play anyway, but it was a bit of fun. But no, I played I think I played about half a dozen games up front for the reserves. In fact, I played for the first team once in Spain. We were up there pre-season, and we got so many injuries. We'd only Mervyn was injured, so Mervyn was playing. So I was sitting on the bench, and with so many injuries just playing the tournament. We'd only one sub, and he went on wherever. I think it was John McDowell went on, or Bill Jennings went on, but somebody else got injured, so we're down to 10 men, and I'm sitting there, and I said to Ron, "Ron, let me on there. You know, I'll be just be effing nuisance up front." He said, "Go on there. Let's go to the winner, Russ. We won the cup, mate." I did 5 laps of honour. The guys couldn't catch me, mate.
I love that. That's fantastic, man.
Bit of fun.
Yeah, but but when I interview players of a certain era, it seems, Bobby, you always had fun. Do you know what I mean?
Always.
But it seemed to be a fun environment. Now it seems, I think football now seems to be really like uber professional, and you don't have those characters, those fun moments, those moments of light. It's always very.
No, I get what you're saying, Ross. It's probably a very good reason. Probably the money they're getting, mate. Yeah. And the fact that everybody knows got a phone and you can't sneeze, but somebody sees it and does it, puts it on there. You know, it's. I mean, if mobile phones back then, West Ham they couldn't have fielded 5 players on a Saturday, man. The 5-a-side every week. No, but no, great bunch of guys, and we of course we had a beer, you know, but it was just no more than what you did. Everybody did then, just you know, that's fine. It wasn't over the top, and you very seldom had to go over the top. Didn't want to go over the top. But we enjoyed ourselves, mate. Yeah, we had some fun as well. Trust me. Yeah. If you're in East End of London, mate, and you don't have fun, you're half dead. It's the East End of London's fabulous for that, isn't it? You know what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Comedy and everything else is brilliant.
Yeah. And as you said, and you know, we all know, you know, Mr. Moore could open the doors to certain people turning up, and, you know, celebrities and getting to nightclubs and things. So it was always useful to have him as your wingman, wasn't it? Really.
Oh, well, yeah, you know, yeah, it was always handy. Always handy. If Bob was in the company, it was always easy, mate. Just a bit easier. Saved us making phone calls, you know. So it was fine. It was good, man.
Yeah. Right. Before my internet breaks, let's go and talk about this My Hammers 11. So as I said, everyone we get on the channel, they put together an 11 of the players they played with. So you were there for a long time. So you played with some great players. So, and you can obviously you can pick yourself, Bobby, in goal if you want to, just to get those appearances up.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was like, yeah. No. Okay. Sorry, go on, Russell. I'll interrupt you.
We'll start in goal. Who's in goal?
Well, I've seen it's got to be Parksy.
Yeah.
Full. I mean, that's fair. He's a better goalkeeper than me, and that's fine. I get no problem with that. So we'll put him in goals, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I don't know if he'll see this. I hope he sees this, and he's been a bit unwell, I think. So
he has.
I just say, hi, Parksy. You know, good to see you, son. And next time we see him, we'll get into Kuvussis again. He did love a Kuvussi, a big man. We had several of those once, mate.
Well, definitely. I mean, we've had his daughter. We've had Marie on.
Right.
So yeah, we'll hopefully we'll do into Phil, as you said, when he's a bit better and stuff. And
yeah, good enough.
And when we can do it at his house. He's got a very nice house bar apparently. So I look forward. I look forward to.
There'll be Kuvussi up there, mate. Yeah, nice one.
Plenty there. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right. Okay, we'll put him in goal. Let's go into defence. Who are you going to pick? You go one at a time. We'll write them down and stuff.
I'll go to back four. Well,
nice.
I didn't play much with Ray Stewart, so I don't.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I can't pick him only because I didn't play with him. I was retiring. Just as he came, Ross, I was retiring. So, but John McDowell, I'd put John McDowell. He's a good fullback. John, good tackler. I'd put John there. And Tommy Taylor would be. Again, I missed Alvin Martin because I was finishing this album with just starting. Actually, Alvin's first game, I played with him at Crystal Palace in the reserve match one night. And Ron Greenwood, no, I'm serious. And Ron Greenwood said it's his first game. He's a little bit nervous, Alvin. And Ron Green said, "Keep an eye on the boy, will you?" I said, "Yeah, of course. You know, it's fine, no problem." But I didn't need to, mate. He was good enough. So he didn't. He was fine. He could tell he was going to be okay. You know, so that's fine. So we'll put Tommy Taylor in there, mate. Tommy's an excellent centre half, I thought.
Yeah.
Just that he needed a bit more badness because he loved to laugh, Tommy. So always smiling and laughing, but an excellent player. And we'll put Bob Morrow. In the back with Tommy. He can sweep and look after anything goes round, and then Frank we can put on the back there as well because he's fine. So we'll go to the back four pretty much.
That ain't shabby. That ain't a shabby back four there, Bobby.
No. We'll go with that. And well, we can start. We'll go 4-3-3 if that's all right, mate.
Yeah, of course.
You happy with that?
Yeah, of course. Okay. It's your team, Bobby. You put whatever formation you want, my friend.
Okay, so we'll whack Bill in it.
Yeah.
Right midfield. We'll put Martin Peters in there as well, so you can put 2 or 3 in where you want. And we need a left. I always believe, mate, that left-footed players, you need to play them on the left, obviously. But I mean, anyway, there should be natural left-footers, I think. You know, it didn't matter with Bobby Moore. He could left or right. It didn't matter with Bob. So I wouldn't mind. I put Graham Padden there, mate.
Oh, nice.
Left, just for the left side there, mate. And I'm thinking up front. Well, you got to put Hursty up there, of course.
Yeah, he's got to go in there.
You've got to put him up there. And here's another one, mate. I'd put Jimmy Greaves up there as well. Right?
Yeah.
So that leaves us one winger to get. So it's either Harry or Johnny Sissons. Sean on the left, Harry on the right. Because Harry and Jeff were, near post. Harry getting them done the right over to the near post, Hursty whacking them in. Yeah. I think that could be a good one. But if you want to do it with John Sissons on the left, same deal. It'd be either would be good, so it wouldn't be a problem that at all. But we'll go with Harry, I think.
We'll put H in. Yeah, we'll put H in. He'll be happy. I'll
tell you a little bit about Greavesy as well. I mean,
yeah,
I got very friendly with Greavesy. He's actually my son's godfather.
Wow.
Jimmy. So and my son, we've been out here 40 years now. And every time he meets somebody from England, they start talking about football. Yeah. And he said, "Do you know Jimmy Greaves?" I said, "Of course I know Jimmy. Every bugger knows Jimmy Greaves. That's my godfather, you know." So he's drunk out on that for the past 40 years, mate. It's a nice one. It's sad to see Jimmy's he's a bit sick at the moment, but hopefully him and Irene are okay.
Yeah, that's nice, man. I like that. And also there's some extra. What I like is Bobby. There's like people like Graham Padden that doesn't tend to get picked a lot, so it's great to put him in.
Yep.
And Tommy Taylor as well. He doesn't tend to get picked, and so with the sort of the more experienced fans, so. It's great. Well, I love doing this because you get these players and you get some more players that people can learn about. And I'll go back and watch some stuff of Graham Padden and improve.
I get that. I'm sure there've been great players after 81, but that's when I left Ross. So I'm just going on who I know. Yeah,
and that's why I put that sort of caveat in because otherwise, and it's the same with the fans. Good idea. So for the fans, they have to have been alive to have seen them play. Otherwise, Bobby would be in everyone's team. But unfortunately, less and less people now have played with Bobby or seen Bobby play. So
mate.
So unfortunately,
another 10 years will be very few people have seen him play.
I know it's horrible, isn't it? But that's why we do this. Yeah. So at least it's on YouTube forever now. So you get these stories.
Good to hear, mate. Excellent, good news.
Yeah. I mean, I never saw Bill play or Sir Trevor play, but obviously I saw them both manage, but didn't see them play, so they weren't in my.
Oh team. Then I've left out Trevor, haven't I? So I need to put him as sub, mate.
Trevor can be sub. So Trevor, he's all right. He'll handle that. He's nice enough.
He's all right. He's fine.
Bobby, man, I thank you so much for your time. I said I'd be half an hour, and bar technical difficulties, we were. And you can go have your tea. You can go have your tea now. So it's all
what time is it? 5 o'clock here, mate. So spot on, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go have my breakfast. You'll have your tea. That sounds great. So thank you, Bobby. And obviously, thanks everyone for watching. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Get those jabs. For me and from Bobby, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Come you eyes, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Bye-bye.